Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be doing a deck of panning project pan update, so if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. Alright, so before we get into the project pan update, we have a couple of things to address. Before we get into the rules of this project and everything you need to know, clearly, I'm in a new spot. I've been gone. I've been really inconsistent and also just MIA over the last few months. And that's because we were house hunting and we bought a house and we finally moved in. The background behind me is a literal mess. The background's gonna get improved in due time. The office, this is my work from home office as well as where I'm gonna film. And it's the last on my priority list right now to take care of. Really just sorting out the bedroom, living room, and bathroom and kitchen before I even decide to tackle this room. So got some shelves behind me and they're an absolute mess. Also, please bear with me if this is my first time filming a video in this room, and so please bear with me with any audio. I don't know. I felt like when I first moved in, it was a little echoey, but now that I have more stuff in here, I don't think it's as echoey. And then as for lighting right now, it is 6 p.m. on the 21st, which is the summer solstice. And so I think the lighting looks good. Hopefully I don't get any sun rays on me. I do have my blinds open, but they're not all the way up. So I just don't want to get any slats across my face. Hopefully it doesn't do that, but that's where we're at today. It's also 90 degrees outside today, so I'm looking like a hot mess. But I'm very excited to be back. I am going to be planning on filming a get ready with me hopefully this weekend. And I'll just chat about where I've been and everything I've been up to, and just have some fun, just chit-chatting and catching up. So hopefully that'll be coming next week. This week, I'm just filming this video today. Hopefully I can get a few more up, but hopefully by next week I plan to be back on track with uploading 2 to 3 times a week, if not more. So let's get on with the Project Pan update. This was created by Emily and Max. She was inspired by a booktuber named Books with Maddie. I will link their channels down below as well as all the information you need to know about this project. I'm not going to go into all the nitty-gritty details. We're 6 months into the year. You probably already know those rules and everything, so let's just hop into the update. First up, I got the prompt Another Project Pan, and I chose my ColourPop Flexitarian highlight to represent Color Pan, which is created by Misty. I will also link her down below. And I used this 6 times in the last month, and this is what it's looking like. I really need to step up my usage. I'm just using different highlighters I have, and as well as the other highlighter I'm panning. But I do feel a lot of the usage has been towards the end of the month, and so I'm feeling a lot more drawn to this right now. I should also mention this past month I probably had the most non-makeup days I've had in a very long time. Just with going on vacation and moving, and just was not doing my makeup super frequently. So there's probably a 2-3 week period where I wasn't doing my makeup super frequently. So that's also going to be reflected in the numbers. But I do feel pulled a little bit more toward this now, and hopefully I can get some good usage on it. Next, I got the prompt your astrology sign or your zodiac sign, and I didn't want to do, so I'm a Gemini. I've said this already if you've watched my other updates. I'm a Gemini, and so often when I get this prompt in other projects or this project from last year, I often do a duo because Gemini is the twins. I don't have a ton of duos in my collection, and I was just kind of tired of it. So I decided to look at astrology color stories and color themes. Came up with this really pretty purple, and so I rolled in my Night Bloom blush from ColourPop, and my goal was to hit pan, and after 6 uses I have pan. Look at that nice pan, and I think I can really expand it. If you can see, there's a lot of thin powder on the bottom, so I think I could really expand this. I love this blush. It's my go-to blush for anything cool toned, especially purple cool tones. Absolutely love this. I actually hit pan on my birthday, which was June 15th, and that was a very exciting birthday pan. So really excited I hit pan on this, and it will be rolling out. Next, I got the prompt something new, and I decided to roll in all of my unused single shadows at the time, which were all of these in the bottom on this, which were all of these on the bottom on this side. These two came in after I rolled the prompt in. I did end up using them, but they were not part of this project. So all of these shadows, and I have used them all except for this one up here. This is from Davina. It is the shade 347. Just have not used it quite yet. I am going to roll in something for this just because there's just one shadow left to use, but I really wanted to get them all done by this update. Just didn't happen. I was not feeling that blue. Hopefully I can use it this week, and then I can just roll this out and have something already rolled in for it. Next, I got an A to Z shade, and I had randomly generated the letter N, and I didn't want to do an eyeshadow, so I rolled in my Nabla Nude Number 4 lip liner, and I set a usage goal of, I believe, 15 times. By the last update, I needed to use it 11 more times. I have used it 4 times, which means I have 7 more uses to go. So this is staying in. I would really like to kind of just get all of the rest of my usage out of this thing and have it rolled out next month. That was a really weird, awkward phrasing. I'm sorry. Next, I got the Prompt Indie, and so I rolled in my Tower 28 Bronzino bronzer in the shade West Coast, and as you can see, I have hit pan. Was not expecting that. Did I have pan in the last update? I don't know if I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. Either way, I have pan it now, which is really surprising because I feel like I haven't used this nearly as much as I've used my blush in Magic Hour from Tower 28, and that doesn't have pan. But this one I use my finger typically because that's the only way I can get it to not look muddy. Whereas with the blush, I usually go in with a brush. So maybe that's why. But I had 4 more uses to go, and I met that goal. I used it 4 times. I'm gonna keep it in my collection, but it's really not a bronzer I love. It just looks muddy on the cheeks, and why would I want to put a muddy bronzer on my cheeks? So this is rolling out. And finally, I got the Prompt Spring, and I rolled in my Pastel Pup palette from Menagerie. You can see my tracker I have on the front, but this is the Pastel Pup palette. This is what it looks like. And my goal was no pan left behind ×2, so I wanted to use everything twice. And I have used the shades. It's awkward because it's like this kind of palette, but I don't want to blind you with the mirror. So I used the shade Belly Slide and Cuddle, right? Okay, yeah. Those ones, and then I used Aquatic and Ice Cap, which are these 2 blues right here. I used those ones, and then I used Saddleback, this white one, and that's all I've used. Those were in a look I posted on my Instagram. I will insert the picture of the look here. You guys really liked it. I used that with the Cosmos from Terra Moons. I got a lot of compliments on it on Instagram, just in my stories. But yeah, so got a little bit of ways to go to make progress on this. Honestly, I think I might change it to just no pan left behind, not no pan left behind ×2. I hope that's not cheating, but I'm just overwhelmed by the eyeshadow I have right now that I'm working on in projects. So I think I'm gonna just revert that to no pan left behind and not do it ×2. So I gotta use the rest of the shadows 1 time, and then I can roll it out because I think that's what I wanna do. But that means we are refreshing half of this project. So let me pull out my cards. Oh my God, that could have been bad. My lap saved it. So give me a minute. I need to get these cards in order, and then I'll come back to shuffle and we'll pick 3 cards. Okay, I'm back. I got them all sorted out, and I do have 1 Joker here. I've got the other Joker here, only including 1. So I'm going to just shuffle this quickly and as effectively as possible. I don't have a lot of space. My desk is a mess as usual. I've only been moved in for like a week and a half. But of course my desk is a mess. This, like I said, this room has just been the lowest priority for me. I just needed it to be functional for work, and that's it. So yeah. Okay. So I then like to kind of just cut the deck like so, and then I'll pick 3 cards. So we've got the 2 of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, yes, Clubs, and 4 of Clubs. So let me pull up the sheet and see what we got. While I do that, so obviously I pulled 2 clubs and my partner's family, they really like to play this game called Pokeno. They call it Pokeno, but I'm pretty sure it's called Poker Keno. It's essentially bingo, but with playing cards. And my partner's mom calls these flowers, and I think it's really cute. Okay, so first up we got Two of Hearts, which is a wild card, which I believe I got this before, and it was you could pan whatever you wanted. Pick anything you want, a free space. Okay, so I can pan anything I want. And then I got the Queen of Clubs, which is a face card, which I haven't gotten too many of. None of those stay the same. So a Queen of Clubs is represent another Project Pan. And then we've got Four of Clubs, which is multi-purpose. Okay, I've gotten that one before and I don't have a ton to represent that from, but I'm gonna take a second, figure out what I wanna do, and then I'll be right back. The lighting has changed. I have the door cracked open if Scooter wants to get back in, but let's just go over this really quickly while I have these lines over my head. Okay, this video's a mess. Okay, so I picked the Tower 28 Magic Hour blush, which I just mentioned, and I just was looking over a list of things that I wanted to hit pan on or finish by the end of the year, and this was on there to hit pan. So I am going to roll this in to hit pan on, because the only other blush I'm working on is my Rare Beauty one, which is more of a red terracotta shade. So this is a nice neutral shade that I really can use with whatever look I want to do. So I thought this would be good to roll in. There's a little bit of a dip, but I feel like I wear this down a little bit more evenly just with the stippling brush that I use. So my goal will be to hit pan on this, and I'm excited to work on it. So this is kind of out of order, but I did a Four of Clubs, which is a multi-purpose product, and I kind of took this in a different direction. And so I decided to go with a lip gloss that I also feel like has lip balm-like qualities, because it kind of doubles as a lip gloss and a lip balm. And so I decided to go with this lip gloss from Lunar Beauty in the shade Bitchcraft. It's really sheer, but it's got a sheer like berry tint to it. I would have done the other one I have, which is more of a golden shimmer, but I can't find it. I brought it on my trip with me. Don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. But for this, I'm just gonna bring this in because it'll still work. And I'm only gonna set a usage of 10 times just because I want to rotate through this project as much as possible. So that's just gonna be 10 times. And then I got the Queen of Clubs, which was represent another Project Pan. And I decided I wanted to represent Project Level Up, which is a project I really, really want to take part of. I just am overwhelmed with eyeshadow. Even though, you know, I was just talking about how I'm overwhelmed with eyeshadow, I want to roll this. I want to roll this in for this prompt. So I thought it would be fun. So I almost did this at the start of the year, and I made a Tiny Decisions wheel with all of my palettes that have no pan. This isn't up to date because, like I said, I created this at the beginning of the year, so there's now some palettes with pan in it, and then because I'm like skipping all over the place. Oh my god, this video is a mess. So my original plan was, if I was going to do it this year, I would have only randomized palettes that didn't have pan in them. So I'm going to randomize a palette. If it has pan, we're going to re-roll. But I thought it'd be fun to do together, and I'm just going to do level 1. So let's see what we get. Ooh, oh no. I'm already working on this palette, so I'm going to re-roll. Pastel Pup, okay. So I rolled Pastel Pup. Already working on this in this project, so let's roll a third time. Ooh, Surge from Blend Buddy. Okay, I truly apologize for how much of a hot mess this video is, but I was just really excited to get back into filming. It's already late for me to upload this, but I really wanted to get in. So, anyway, I randomly generated the Surge palette to represent Project Level Up, which is one of my bigger palettes, so thank you for that, randomized gods. But so that means I have to use all of these shades once and hit pan in one shade. So I'm not gonna pick a certain shade to hit pan in quite yet. Maybe one of the shimmers, but to be honest, I really don't like these shimmers, so I think I just wanna get my one use on them and then roll it out. I'm not quite sure what I want to hit pan in yet, but it probably won't be one of the neons, so probably one of these 2 rows up here. I've never hit pan in a Blend Bunny shadow before, so I'm excited to see how it goes. But I'm gonna roll this in for Project Level Up, so we're gonna use all of the shades once and hit pan in one of the shades. So I'm excited to work on this, and that is everything I'm going to be doing for this update. So we are rolling in the lip gloss for 10 uses, the blush to hit pan on, and the palette for Project Level Up. Still working on hitting, or I'm amending the goal for Pastel Pup to where I have to use each shade once. So I've used 5 of the shades so far, so I've got a little bit more to go on that. Flexitarian is still going strong. And then, what else am I doing? Oh, and then I have the one use left to go on this. Oh my god, the sun is blinding me. 1 use left to go on these new shadows. And I think that's it. I am so sorry, this video is a hot mess. But I'm excited to be back. I should be back on track next week, and I'm really, really excited. So, thank you for sticking by with me with this hot mess of a video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Emily for creating this project. As always, please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!